worked with a bunch of people. A director named Jim VanBebber for...
I'm gonna get there. I love Jim VanBebber.
Okay, yeah. So he directed the music video for that Spasmolytic. I Cut It.
You brought up Jim VanBebber earlier.
Yep.
I was gonna ask if you two crossed paths, but it sounds like you did.
Yeah.
Now, Jim VanBebber, by almost all accounts, is a lunatic in the best way possible.
He's a crazy motherfucker. Yeah.
Do you have any standout stories from hanging out with Mr. VanBebber?
I think him doing an impression of what was the main character in Blue Velvet, the guy with the mask? Frank. I remember it being in the edit suite one night, and Ogre was like, "Do Frank," and just like literally embodied the character, and it was freaky. Yeah, I saw him. I think on the Last Rites tour, and I think that's the last time I saw Jim. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that would have been 90s?
Yeah, that would have been the 90s. I haven't seen him since, yeah.
I stumbled across Jim VanBebber completely by accident. My friend's dad bought a copy of The Manson Family at a local pawn shop and came home, and we were all on mushrooms, and he puts it on, and I was like, what the fuck am I watching? It ended. He goes, there's a second disc. You want to watch the bonus features? Which just makes it more ludicrous once you know everything behind it. Jim VanBebber... Yeah, wild.
Yeah, no, he was a very truly wild dude. Yeah.
All right, going back to Frontline Assembly.
Yes.
And Jim VanBebber. Jim VanBebber set the lead singer, blanking on his name.
Bill Weed.
Bill Weed, yes.
Yeah.
He literally set him on fire for the trailer of Chunk Blower.
Which Gary Smith produced.
Okay.
Yes, and that was Plasma Films, which was Gary's company. That was the original connection with me. And in fact, the first thing I did with Gary was the video for Frontline was Virus, which he had already done some editing with, but he wanted to take it up a level. So he approached me and said, "Well, I don't have a budget." I'm like, "Whatever, I would love to do it." And so he came into the studio. We went at it one night, and that was the beginning of our relationship, actually. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then I did some work on the Chunk Blower trailer. I can't remember exactly what I did, but yes, that all went down for sure.
Well, I didn't know you worked on it. Do you recall a time period when it was finalized that nothing beyond the trailer was ever gonna come to fruition out of that?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to edit the film Chunk Blower. And so we'd already established that, and I mean, it's like a lot of indie films, things just, you have great ideas and whatnot, but life gets in the way of things, and that happened. So yeah, the film just kind of went off into the ether at that point, but lots of other cool things happened.
And then you were saying there was no connection with Jim after that?
Not
or after the Skinny Puppy tours?
No.
So he wasn't calling you up for Gator Green when he was doing that?
No.
Would you have been there?
I don't know. Depends. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of my own stuff going on at that point. So.